I'm Amanda Muse.
And I'm Lisa Chang.
And this is the We Try Before You Buy series, where we test out the hottest products and gadgets so you don't have to.
And today we are testing 4 of the hottest cordless stick vacuums on the market, so you'll know if they're really worth your coin.
So be sure to subscribe, like this video, and leave us a comment because we want to hear from you.
Okay, let's meet our contenders. First up is from Black & Decker. This is the Power Series Extreme Pet Cordless Stick Vac. It has an anti-tangle brush bar, which makes eliminating hair wrap and removing stuck-on pet hair that much easier. It also has LED lights on the front so you can detect dust, as well as a self-standing feature, and also converts into a mini vac for stairs, which is super convenient, especially for me.
Next up is the Cordless Pet Stick Vacuum by Shark. And this one claims to have incredible suction and is great for multi-surfaces. So you're thinking countertops, but definitely sofas, wherever pet hair may be found. It's going to work really well. It also comes with this dust cup, which has clean touch technology, which is great if you don't want to get your hands too dirty. As the owner of a couple kids and a couple dogs, I'm very excited to see how this one performs.
All right, our next contender is the Icon Pet Turbo Edge Cordless Stick Vac from Bissell. Loaded with features, including a parking brake. In addition, it has a tangle-free brush roll, preventing any hair wrap or pet hair from getting stuck. It also has a ton of different accessories, which you will find so convenient.
And last but not least, we have the V12 Detect Slim Cordless Stick Vacuum by Dyson. And this one is a little special because it has lasers on there. And it's going to detect the particles that you might not see. It has an LCD screen on the back, which will actually give you in-time live reporting about how much battery you have left, the suction that it's at.
All right, so let's put our contenders to the test and see, do they perform or do they suck? Get it?
Test number 1, welcome to my living room. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna test out each vacuum on this low pile carpet. We're gonna pass it 2 times over our soiled areas and we're gonna see how it performs. First up, Black & Decker. We're gonna start on mode 1, which I believe is best for low pile carpet. Whoa, the hair's gone. Round 1, the hair is gone. Nerds went well, Cheerios not so well. Let's give this a go. Ooh. Oh, okay, so maybe don't lift your vacuum when you've got nerds in the bottom of it. We still have some Cheerio debris. Some fell off the carpet and then my nerds fell out. I wanted to take a peek at how it was working with some of the hair detangling, and I would like to say that the hair is tangled. Like, in order to get that out, you would likely need to get some scissors to release that tangling. Next up is the Shark, pass number 1. I mean, it's all gone. So let's go with the second pass and see how it performs. And just to be fair, I'm gonna lift it because I lifted the other one and the nerds fell out. There's no nerds. I really like how smooth this was going across the carpet. Didn't even feel like I had to push it. It's almost like a self-propelling lawnmower situation here. It just kind of goes, which makes me wonder if that's why it's called a rocket. Next up is the Bissell. Let's go with our first pass. I think the parking brake is on, so let's see what's going on here. Start again. Oh my God, what's happening? So no parking brake, it's just really hard to push. So, okay, using my core strength, let's keep going. Brought some of the Cheerios back over. I'm seeing some nerds fall out. Second pass. Oh no. Oh no! Look at that! Cheerios and Nerds fell out. Let's see, how is our hair doing down here? It's wound. Now this feature for me is kind of new, so I'm not sure like over time would the hair like untangle and make its way up to the dustbin. I am noticing it's really concentrated just in the center. And now the Dyson, I feel like it's gonna do really well here. So it goes automatically to the mid suction and let's go. As it goes over the different piles, it actually changes the suction and goes a little more intense to get those items up into the bin. Let's go our second pass. I mean, she's doing real good, but this is the true test. No Nerds. So it's really interesting to note that the hair is kind of gone along the base here, and I would imagine as this continues to spin, we'll get sucked up into our dustbin. I'm seeing the hair already in here. Cheerios, hair, Nerds. We've got a clear winner on our hands for carpet.
All of these vacuums have claimed that they make it super easy to not only empty the dustbin, but also keep your hands away from the mess. Now let's see how the Black & Decker did. I would say that when it came to the actual capacity of the dustbin, we had something that was definitely impressive. So I've just twisted off that dustbin and looks pretty straightforward. Boom. Now, the real test is whether or not the hair came out of the dustbin. So once again, not having you to get your hand right in and take it out yourself. As you can see, it is requiring me to do that. Next one is the shark. Now, what I really liked about this is that we just took off that extension piece and you have the dustbin right here. Pretty straightforward. As you can see, there's a latch right in the front that allows you to just push and release all of that dust into your garbage can. Once again, the real test comes down to whether or not you have to actually reach in and take the hair off the filter. As you can see, you definitely do. Effort on your part, but I only had to reach in once, so that's kind of cool. Next up is the Bissell. Now, at first glance, I'm not really sure where to go with this. It does say in the instruction manual is just to press the lever at the top, which will release your dustbin. And in order to get the actual dust out of it itself, there are some buttons here which will allow you to take that filter right off and empty the dustbin. Again, you have to reach in and sort of clean out that hair. Now next up is the Dyson. And this one's really straightforward. You can see there's a latch here, you just push it and boom. It actually cleans the filter, releases everything out of the dustbin. Of them all, there is an obvious winner.
We're gonna take our vacuums and see how well they do with some sharp corners. How do they maneuver? Let's give it a go. First up, Black & Decker. I'd say it performs pretty well. I'll be curious to see how the others test up. It doesn't take corners too nicely though. The rice and the Nerds have been replenished. We're gonna test out the Shark vacuum now. Ooh. It almost slipped a little bit there. I mean, it's very loose. Feels like it has a little bit more propelling action, if that makes any sense, like it's wanting to move forward, which is a little trickier to take the corners. I knocked one of my bowls out of the way, but it's still doing a really decent job. Next up is the Bissell. Right off the bat. I gotta say, it does not take those corners really smoothly when you're trying to back up the machine, like it sort of locks in a funny position here. It's Dyson time. Let's see how the V12 stacks up. I mean, let's see. That is some sharp, look at that. That almost, the floor had turned completely 180 and allowed you to go in the other direction. So this one, by far, is an outstanding performer when it comes to maneuverability. It's time for our overall thoughts on each vacuum, starting with the Black & Decker. Lisa, what do you think?
From a suction perspective, you would have to go over that mess a couple of times, I felt, before it cleaned in its entirety. Now, from a weight perspective, I also found that it was quite comfortable in the hand, especially based on the price point. It definitely gets a passing mark for me. A solid 3 out of 5 is what I would rate the Black & Decker.
I'm on the same page, definitely a 3. I feel like I'm very neutral about it. You know, as we were cleaning up in between takes, I was like, yeah, okay, I guess I'll use it. I don't know. But it still did what we want it to do, and for the price, I think it's a pretty decent purchase.
Now, the second vacuum that we tested was the Shark. When it came to the overall cleaning, it did a very good job, especially with the Cheerios. It was also really lightweight. The only disclaimer that I will give it is the fact that it has a trigger. And I did find that when I was cleaning the second floor of my home, my hand was a little tired towards the end of that clean. And the dustpan, it emptied in a cinch. I actually really liked it. So I'm gonna give it a 3.7 out of 5.
Lisa and her decimal points. Listen, I feel like I already knew the Shark was going to perform. It's a really great vacuum. I like that it only came with 2 additional attachments because I'm one of those people that kind of forgets about the attachments.
Keep it simple.
Right? And it comes in at $269. I'm happy with it. Solid 4 out of 5. All right, next up is the Bissell. Ooh, this is a hard one. I had to dig deep to figure out what I really liked about it.
Yeah.
Aside from its aesthetics, it's very pretty. It's green. I like green. It has really cool lights. Comes with a lot of accessories. I wished it would perform a little bit better. What was your take?
Okay, so in my mind, yeah, okay, it was green, but in this case, green did not mean go, okay? I think I had high hopes for it. Bissell is definitely a leader in any kind of cleaning environment, especially when it comes to floors. But overall, when it came to the suction, I felt like the suction was so powerful that it was a little bit hard to maneuver. In some cases, it made more of a mess than anything. I did like the fact that it came with a lot of attachments, and those attachments have lights, so it definitely makes it easier to see the mess that you want to clean. But overall, I have to say, I'm going to give the Bissell a 2 out of 5.
I agree. And the part that is probably the biggest deterrent is the price point. So this one is definitely a pass. It's going to get a 1 out of 5 from me.
Definitely. Last but certainly not least is the Dyson V12, coming in at a price point of $849.99. I think, Amanda, you'll agree with me when I say, when it comes to Dyson products, a lot of the questions that surround a purchase is whether or not it's worth that big ticket price point. What do you think? What was your thoughts?
Blew it out of the water, just like bam, it's a Dyson. I mean, yes, do I own a Dyson? I do. They are very expensive. It was a hard sell with my PowerPoint presentation to the other members of my home. But the fact is that suction will remain. You know, the tools that it come with make sense. That hair screw tool, incredible. And the maneuverability, it's very lightweight. I love that in that family of Dysons, there's different sizes depending on your needs.
Yes.
It's incredible. It is very expensive though, so I feel like the price is a deterrent and probably the one area that I would say not so great.
So in the long run, when you think about how much you're going to be using your vacuum and relying on your vacuum, you are definitely going to get your money's worth.
And it has lasers. Lasers, okay?
Pew,
so
pew,
definitely,
pew, 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 pew.
I mean, I'm giving it a 5 out of 5, but like I feel like it's like a 5 plus 1.
Yes.
It's so good.
You
and
know
also, what? She cute.
She is cute.
Right?
Yes.
Like, I really like her. So, clear winner.
I agree. 6 out of 5.
Hopefully we made the quest for the best cordless stick vacuum a little easier for you, and be sure to join us next week where we're going to be testing out sticky bras. Watch out.
Make sure to like and subscribe for this video and let us know what products you want us to test next. We want to hear from you. Until next time, guys, bye for now.